So what makes you better than the data broker like Axiom that are making $250 billion per year with selling personal data?
Yeah, I think you're asking a very important question because people globally are becoming more and more aware of the fact that their personal data has an extremely high value. And we just had news about like Facebook's data breach in the news every day in the past. So people understand that their personal data that they own, that they should own, is getting misused by companies globally to make money with their assets. And our goal is to completely change that and to create a win-win situation both for companies and consumers globally. So what we basically do is for the consumers, we are protecting their data privacy by utilizing blockchain in a certain way so that we're also compliant with global data privacy requirements. That means consumers' data privacy is completely protected with our Aperia solution. They're in full control of their data. And the greatest thing is consumers will be able to earn money with their personal data. On the other side, we're also creating advantages for companies globally that need personal data in order to understand consumers' needs and requirements so that they can design better products and services and better target marketing and sales activities. So with the Aperia platform, companies are getting a very quick and easy access to personal data from people globally. They're getting high quality data because people can actually sell it and make money. And a huge USP is that with our Aperia platform and the patented technology that we have in place, companies can get way more data and way more specific data. A very interesting patent that we have is in eye tracking. It actually allows us to track where someone is looking at on a website. So we can understand, for example, if you see an advertisement that a company shows you, what you see in that advertisement, and we can also analyze your facial expressions, then understand if you like it, if you're shocked, what is your reaction to it. So that is all data that companies cannot get today, but with Aperia, they will be able to get it, and that is a huge advantage over that what data brokers are doing today.
Okay, thank you. That's really great technology you guys have. The second question is going to be, why is the personal data is the oil of the 21st century?
Yeah, it's interesting. So this is actually a quote that you can read on the internet right now pretty often. So if you look at the data brokerage market, that is an existing and hugely growing 250 billion US dollars per year market. The reason is that today, if you look at what companies are doing, they're spending huge amounts of money in new innovations, new products, trying to target their customers with sales and advertisement methods, but they usually fail. 70 to 80% of new product innovations disappear from the market, and these are billions and billions of failed investments. The way how to improve is to understand what your customer actually wants. And personal data from your target customers allow you to do that. And if you understand your customer, you can design the right product, the right service, and advertise it the right way so that you're successful. So it actually allows companies to be successful, to be profitable, and to get a greater market share. And this is why personal data is a key factor for companies and the oil of the 21st century.
Okay, thank you very much. That's very understandable. You have a more accurate info for what they like, what they not.
Correct.
Okay, so the question 3 is, why do you need to use blockchain technology in your products?
Yeah. So we are in the data brokerage business. We are dealing with people's data, and we realized early last year that the European Union will release the General Data Protection Regulation, which is strongly protecting consumers' data privacy, and it puts out a lot of requirements that you have to fulfill when you deal with personal data from people globally. And so we, as a company that deals with personal data, we of course have to be compliant with the requirements, and so we try to find solutions how we can fulfill the requirements of the General Data Protection Regulation. So we were looking into different options, different technologies, and this is how we discovered the blockchain technology. And the great thing is that the whole main idea of blockchain is to give power back to the people and to have them control and own their assets. And personal data is your asset. So by utilizing blockchain in the exact right way, we can ensure that personal data is in the control of the consumer, and only the consumer can decide what happens with his or her personal data. So we are utilizing blockchain in the right way. It's even approved and supported by the European Parliament. And so this is what helps us to build the perfect solution for the future that fulfills all the requirements regarding data privacy, plus gives back control to the consumer over their personal data. So this is why blockchain is the exact right technology for us.
Perfect. The question 4 is, what is your global go-to-market strategy?
So our customers are big companies globally. Since the launch of our platform in December 2016, we were able to gain many Fortune 500 companies as customers already. We are very proud to have companies like BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Intel, Volkswagen as our customers. And the way we approach the markets globally is that we onboard sales partners. Sales partners are independent companies in different countries that already work in the market research, data brokerage space and have their own network. And we partner with these companies. They help us sell Operia licenses to companies in their country. They also do the training. They also do the support. And by partnering up with these different companies in the 50 biggest markets in market and consumer research, we can actually ramp up in all these markets pretty quickly because the network is there. And this allows us to reach the top 50 markets in the next few years, plus to gain more than 20,000 customers and companies globally that will use the Operia platform.
So you're also gonna doing some partnership with Japanese companies?
Yes.
Can I ask which company?
We are very proud to have Nissan already as our customer in the automotive research, in the usability and ergonomics research, and they try to understand what their current customers, what they like about the current product, what they think about it, what needs to be changed, what needs to be improved. And this is actually one of the most important things that companies need to know. Each and every car company can build a car, right? 4 wheels, a steering wheel. That's not magic. But the magic is to understand, what do my target customers really want? And by knowing that, they can design a car that fuels desire, that people want, and that their customers are willing to pay for. So that gives them a competitive advantage over their competitors. So this is why they like our product, and we are very happy to have them as customers.
I'm getting like your product too. So question number 5 is the last question.
Yeah.
What is your strategy to grow the value of P-Data token post ICO?
So what is important and a USP about our product, project and ICO is that we actually have a product. So our product is on the market, we have customers, and we have a product development roadmap and a global expansion roadmap. And I think the most important thing to grow the value of a token is that you have the fundamentals, that there is value, that there is not just a white paper and not just an idea and maybe something in a few years from now. The value is there, the product is there, and we're developing it further. So what we're doing is we have a tech development roadmap. We're making sure that we bring new features and functions on a monthly basis. We have a business development roadmap. We find new business partners, we find new sales partners, we get new big clients on a monthly, weekly basis. So that all is producing good news, that all grows the value of the company. And our marketing team takes all these good news and turns them into like distributable information, and then we push it out through different channels. We have a very strong social media following with more than 50,000 people following us, being interested in what we do. We use that. We work with media and PR, and we work with top influencers globally that give us a reach of many million people with a click of a button. So we produce good news, we have the fundamentals, and we push them out globally so that it goes viral. We have it's wow. We have one big influencer that also visited our tech office. When he was there, thousands of people were following him. He was showing them new tech that we're developing, and the engagement was unbelievable. Plus, so this is actually, we are immediately growing the value of the company. We're making sure that the world knows about it. Plus, what is of course also important, after the token is listed on exchanges at the end of October, we also work with market makers that give us the liquidity and that also support the value of our token, so that we can make sure post ICO that it's actually going in the right direction.
Okay, that's awesome news. And also, I heard you have a very unique distribution for token system. Tell us about this.
Yeah, that's a very important question as well. Because so we believe that having the right token economics is key for the future success of your token. And so there needs to be an actual use case for your token, an actual need for your token. And since P-Data token is used as a global currency to pay for personal data, companies constantly need to buy P-Data tokens from exchanges to pay consumers globally for their personal data. And since companies constantly have to buy personal data, they constantly have to purchase P-Data tokens from exchanges. So that leads to an automated, built-in high trading volume of the token, which in consequence leads to growth of the value of the token. And that's built into the token economics of our token.
Okay. So as a token buyer for participating in a private sale, what should we know about when we buy the P-Data token?
We actually have a pretty good deal in private sale. So we are offering a 50% bonus for contributions for $25,000 and more. Plus, we're giving a very good Ether value of $650 per Ether. Our token is becoming tradable on exchanges at the end of October, and bonus tokens will be unlocked at the end of November. So we already have listing agreements with 2 exchanges, CoinRail and LA Token. They will start listing and trading the token at the end of October. So there's just a few more weeks to go until our token becomes available and tradable.
Thanks for answering all this question. Then lastly, we want to have your messages to the viewer who are watching this video.
Yeah, so I'm turning towards the camera. First of all, thank you very much for your interest in Operia platform and our P-Data token. I'm very happy that you listened to our conversation and this interview. I hope you like what you saw, and I would invite you to join our vision and to join our adventure in democratizing and revolutionizing the personal data space, and to create that win-win situation for companies and consumers, which will lead to better products and services that we as consumers will be able to enjoy. Thank you very much.